What's up, Immortals? It's your boy GM. How's it going? Yukio chapter 181. Let's get into this. But before I continue this review, let me just remind you that it is very important to encourage the manga industry by purchasing the official releases, because a lot of people put their hard work to make those beauties happen. You can find them online at your local bookstore, or even you can even download the digital versions. They are even cheaper. Also, please do not forget to leave me a like, a thumbs up for this video. It really helps it to be viewed by many people. You guys are the absolute best. Thank you so much. The beginning of the chapter was very dramatic. We see Karen floating in space. I don't know where the hell she is. And it seems that so far, she doesn't know how long she's been there. Could have been months, years. I'm guessing it's years because, let's be honest, the gap of 45 years and all that. And also, I thought that she was just trapped in space and that's it. All they had to do, from Yuki Older's part, is to pinpoint her location and save her. But no, the danger is she's being pulled by the sun. And yeah, Operation Karen must be a go. Please. Kurumaru and Noah, Tota's friends, are ready to help out. And apparently, from what Jinbei has been saying, they've been helping out for a while because, first of all, Noah is seen as the next vice minister. Therefore, he has, political bonds and links all over the place. So that really helps their group. And also, Kurumaru is the chairman of international food chain called Chao Bao Zi, and they have clout everywhere. So it's really nice that Tota's friends are helping him, not just by being there for him, but also by using their resources to help Yuki Older and, of course, Tota as well. So it's really great to see that friendship that had lasted for such a long time. These guys never lost hope in Tota, and as we saw in the previous chapter, that reunion was so beautiful. Tota is impressed by his friends, but at the same time, his own friends are telling him that, hey, you are the hero of the story. You are amazing. You are inspiring. And we get not a flashback, but Santa, Kourumaru, and the others, they are all telling him how Tota changed their lives for the better. Always being, looking forward, never giving up, being more, how can I say this, more courageous in their actions and all that. So yes, that's the impression that Tota has on other people. He makes other people better, and that's a good thing. We've seen that throughout the entire series. We finally discovered what happened 45 years ago at the orbital station. But Jinbei mentioned something like Kirie being unable to fight. We saw that. But apparently the enemy forces had someone that had similar abilities like Kirie. But considering that they were next to each other, well, close to each other, I would say, their abilities canceled out. So this part was very confusing. But anyways, Jinbei mentioned that it was a slugfest. And I can see that because at the end of the battle, even though we didn't see it, Bahal was just ahead, like of a part of some bones attached to his neck, his spine. Sorry, that was the word I was looking for. Was just left, and also nearly all of the Yuki Older members were half naked. So at that point, I'm wondering, was it a battle or a striptease contest? But of course, I am guessing that it was just for the sake of fan service. But the battle was won in vain because the orbital station was about to crash on Earth, and of course with the virus as well. But Nigitis thought of a plan, and he seriously asked, I really want to know how he pulled that off, but he planted a seed of the world tree inside Tota. And I thought at first that was some sort of a plot device, but then again, if you think about it, if you think about Tota's near infinite magical reserves, it makes sense. Like, that's the best spot to just put something like that to be grown by magic. But anyways, so yeah, Nikitas planted a seed of the world tree inside Tota, and that seed merged with the very core of his soul. And by using his reserves of magic, he could grow that world tree inside of him that would help support the orbital elevator. The orbital elevator, so you won't crash on Earth. And for that, Tota would have to be trapped for 40 something years. I think it was 43. And that's when that moment when he says his goodbyes, to his friends. That was a very touching moment. And I kept seeing how, obviously they care about Tota, and it's not an easy decision to make, but Tota decides that you know what, that's the only way to save everybody else. So yeah, seeing Karen, seeing Tota, seeing Kurumaru, seeing Santa, seeing Yukime, all of them being broken in their spirits to see that Tota will have to make the sacrifice to save them and to save everyone down below. That was very deep and very heartfelt. And as he went on with the help of Nana Sept to create that world tree, he manages to pull it off. But man, that goodbye was very hurtful. Seriously, it was passionate, but in a dramatic way, in a very emotional way. And I gotta say, Tota is lucky because 42 years later, he got spit out of the world tree created. And apparently, when the world tree expel a seed or whatnot from its body, it takes 400 years. So he was lucky, very lucky. Now, the next part of the chapter focuses on Tota and Kurumaru, and wow, I thought that their reunion was beautiful, but man, this part was a heart melter. Wow, I am shipping those two so fucking hard. Like, wow, damn, like that was. I am speechless. Like, there is no word to describe such passion, such devotion, such love. It was. Tota is wondering what happened to Shinobu, Mizore, Afro, Mikange-san, Onaka, and Isana. Especially those two. I'm also wondering what happened to those guys. But anyways, those people, I wish I knew what happened to them, because they weren't immortals. So it would be interesting to explore a little bit what happened. But hopefully we might get to that information someday. I don't know. Kurumaru arrives next to Tota, and she's blonde. Like, wow, like blonde. I was like, whoa. I was surprised. I thought it was a new character, but it turns out that it was Kurumaru. And apparently Kurumaru has the ability to change his hair color depending on his mood or feelings. So that's that. Something I'm wondering about Kurumaru as well. There's a part. I remember when we started to discover this character, we discovered that at adulthood, that's why he physically can decide whether he's gonna become a man or a woman permanently. But it's been like, it's been like 45 years, and that permanent choice never arrived. So the way I see it, maybe that's something that the author just completely forgot about it, or the way I see it, when he underwent that transformation to become a sacred sword to kill Yalda Bahot, I'm guessing that maybe that transformation changed something inside of him. Maybe that permanent gender thing, that's off now. Now he can just be gender fluid between men and women. And if that's the case, thank God. Like, I really love Kurumaru the way he is right now. So man or woman, I don't care. He's perfect as it is, or she is. let's not change anything that's perfect, all right? Like Kurumaru, we love you. We get a little playfulness between Kurumaru and Tota, and then Kurumaru reveals something that is actually pretty important regarding his relationship between him and Tota. He tells Tota that when he was gone, he, along with Karen, Kirie, and apparently Yukihime as well, they made a deal that if the first one who found Tota gets to move on with their relationship with him, but without hugging him for themselves. And Kourumaru was the first one who found him, so and seriously, that was a little bit playful and like some sort of a race towards Tota. I feel like at that point he has become a bit of a like, I'm sorry for my language, but I feel like he has become some sort of a whore prize to get, you know? Like, I feel like the other girls are like treating him like that, but I know it's not the case. I know that these girls really, really love him, but at that point I'm like, whoa, what the hell's going on? But what was really passionate about that part was the fact that Kourumaru really unloaded his heart. And I love that moment because he explained to Tota that how much he missed him for the last 45 years. He kept on fighting, never found anything. He was he was broken. He wanted to find Tota. He was desperate. Like, he missed the person that he was in love with. Like, he thought that he could, like, for the 45 years he held on. He kept on fighting, and he knew that he would find Tota. But as soon as he found him, that's where all the waterworks started. He cried. Like, Kurumaru cried immensely. Like, his heart really broke, like, out of happiness because, hey, the one that I love is finally safe and sound. So it's understandable if you think about it. These guys, I mean, these characters are immortals. They live forever. So 45 years, that's nothing. But for someone like Kurumaru who found finally someone who loves her for who he is, and someone as Tota who just doesn't care about his gender or what he is, and what he might believe in, someone that will always have his back. Seriously, for Kurumaru, when he found Tota safe and sound, look, seriously, the way that he just unloaded his heart, it's understandable. It was beautiful as well. Man, it was, look, like I said previously, I thought that the first reunion was beautiful, but this one, it was so, like, I have no words for that. It was so passionate, beautiful, otherworldly. It was sensational. Like, look, seriously, it was romantic. Seriously, I'm thinking about that scene again, and I'm like, wow, he had a lot on his chest, and he really unloaded. He needed to do that. Something that was actually, curious about Kurumaru's physiology is that as he got closer to Tota in the bathroom, apparently Tota was feeling his chest growing behind his back. So again, I think that somehow Kurumaru gained. I'm not gonna say gain the ability. I think that depending on his feelings, he is gender fluid. So he can be a man or woman, doesn't matter. And again, I just love how these two are so cute together. Like, I love Tota being with Yukihime, but Tota and Kurumaru, that's something special right there. And this chapter proved it in spades. So yeah, if these two would end up being together at the end, look, I'm all for it. Kurumaru freaks out on how he was seductive towards Tota, and he's running away, but of course Tota runs after him and hugs him, And he tells him that, hey, it's okay. Like you can be weak towards me, you can be imperfect towards me, you can be immoral towards me. I don't care. I'll still love you no matter what. And here's the thing, here's the key words. He said to Kurumaru, I love you, and this one tells him back. And by the way, Tota had a boner for Kurumaru. My man. He was horny. The spread of these two kissing and just falling in the depth of the ocean. Was it the ocean or no? It was a bat. Anyways, these two kissing and falling in the depth of the water, that was breathtaking. I think that this is one of the most beautiful spread that I've seen in the entire series. And these two wake up on a sandy beach. So yeah, I think that it was in the ocean. And seriously, the way that I look at it, they probably had sex. And you know what? Yes, about goddamn time. So yeah, and Tota mentions that, that how much he was blessed and he has to do anything in his power to make up for the 45 years that he wasn't there. So he's really feeling lucky. Like he doesn't feel like he saved the world. And that's good because he mentions that if I just take credit for that, it's not gonna be good. It's like I'm taking this for granted. So I love that Tota changed but remained the same at the same time. But him seeing butt naked next to Kourumaru, it was beautiful. Like you could see by their faces. I don't know if it's official or not, but yeah, come on, they had sex. Like they had something. Let's be honest. All right. The chapter ends with Nikitas and Fate finally. Where the hell were you, boy? Talking to each other, and Nikitas saying that you can't have Tota and whatnot. Now their next plan to save Karen, and thank God, because seriously, the way that I saw that when she was like falling in the depth of space towards the sun, not exactly good. But hopefully. I'm pretty sure this is gonna go well. I like to go back on the moment between Kourumaru and Tota. Again, this moment was so beautiful, passionate, otherworldly, celestial, divine, romantic, lovely. Look, you name it. It was such a perfect moment. What I'm afraid about, the thing that I'm afraid about this moment is that, okay, let's be honest, when Tota finds Kirie and Karen, and probably Yukihime, there's going to be a beautiful moment as such. And what I'm afraid is I don't want these special upcoming moments downplays the one that we've seen in this chapter. I want to see this beautiful moment to stand out against the others. You know what I mean? Like, the only beautiful moment that could surpass something like that is with Yukihime, But at the same time, I feel like with Yukihime, there's going to be a reunion between Yukihime, Tota, and Negi Springfield. But other than that, I just don't want this special moment to be just downplayed and to offer a beautiful, something even bigger than that to Karen, and then bigger than that to Kirie. I mean, it wouldn't make no sense if you know what I mean. But anyways, tell me your thoughts about this chapter. I loved it, but what about you guys? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. I don't read mine, so please let's all talk about it in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you love my video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys next month. So in the meantime, please, Immortals, do me a favor. For your homeboy, take care of yourselves. See ya.